So, students, I am going to start the new topic that is measurement of distance and motion. Here we are just going to talk about the some introductory about this topic. First of all, you have to understand about the importance of this topic. This is the so major important things which is work in whole the life you if you study in any branch of the science. And second things. The this chapter you will going to study in class 6, but it will have a longer significance in your study period. Now when we talk about the branch of the science which we are here dealing, that is the physics branch, and the physics portion is basically talk about the measurement of the particles, and the once the measuring the particles, it gives us some significance about the matter, about the particles, about the atoms. These significance we have a understanding, we can understand through by only the measuring the things. Also we can compare one object with the another object. So it is very essential as well as so important topics which we are going to discuss here. Also we have another topic that is called the motion. We have why these motions are take place, is it necessary, and during the motions how the motions are measured, and what are the different kind of the motions. We will have a different kind of the motions as per the syllabus. We will discuss all those things. The objective of this chapter is to understand about the different techniques of the ancient and past measurements which used for measuring the any kind of the objects. Also we have what are the correct how the correct measurements are uh, done. If we will not do the correct measurement, what will happen? We cannot give the precise the analysis about a particular object. So let us start with the topic of measurement of distance and motions. Now, here the different tools are you can see here, like scale, and by the use of this scale, we use the measure the object, we calculate the object. Also, we have time. We use this to measure the actual time position. Here this object, we use the to measure the liquid kind of the things. Here we use this kind of the measuring tools for the measuring the temperature. Here we use this kind of the tool for measuring the object's weight. So all there are the different kind of the object, there are the different kind of the needs of peoples, and all these needs somewhere required measurement, and by this measurement we have some kind of the significance. So all these points which I have mentioned here is no, in only 2 points which is very important for you people, like first and second point is very important for understanding purpose, and other points are important, but it is not as much important for the you are. But for knowledge purpose, if you want to increase your knowledge, you have these points are given here. But here we are going just discussing about the measurement. It is a assignment of a number of two characteristics. This basically when we measure, we if we found any kind of the number, and that number is basically the assignment of a number, and this assignment of a numbers gives the characteristics of an object, and these characteristics talk about the nature of the product, talk about the uses of the product, talk about the state of the product. These things we can have can compare by using by and understanding the measurement. Now the application and scope, when you talk about the application and scope of the measurement, dependent on the context, in which context we are talking about, and it also talk about the discipline. And these disciplines if now not happen, that means if the things are not measured in correct way, that the significance, all the results which come from that measurement is not proper. So very important things which we are here discussing, that is the measurement. Now there are the different tools we use to measure. That is, if we use this kind of the tool, that is talk about the yards. Yards is the measurement of the any kind of the objects which have a length or breadth. By this we can measure like scale. We use scale for the measuring the things. Pin, these are the some another part which is measure by uh, the the object, all or the matter. Now if it is suppose that it is um, measuring a flask of 5 milliliter, that means if we measure with that object of 5 millimeter oil, or 5 milliliter of liquid, 5 milliliter of um, any kind of the liquid, if you want to measure, we can compare with that from that gallon. And if we want to measure weight, there will the two parts of that weight. One parts in which we kept the object, and another part we kept the some kind of the weight, and with that weight we can observe the things. And this position shows the neutrality, that means it is in balanced positions. There is a ounce, there is a pound, there are different kind of the things by which we have a different gets the different significance. Now there are the you can also, these things are not going to use in your this particular syllabus, but to small understanding, make you small understanding, there is a called a vernier calipers, and the vernier calipers looks like this. And with that help we can measure the length of a small wire, and also the radius of a small wire. And whereas we use the screw gauge, and this screw gauge basically measure the spherical kind of the object, by which we get the radius of that object. Here this is the kind of the object by which the comb by it is called a cylinder, measuring the cylinder balls. And with that we measure the basically volume, any kind of the liquid by. And this is the kind of the measuring tool, that is basically measure the mass. And this measurement box is basically used in laboratories. When we talk about the history of length, sorry, measuring length, there is some history, and with that history, his distance is a measure of how far. That means small brief description about the distance. Distance is measure basically how far or long something, how long something, or how far you are from a particular place. Like examples of the length of table, how much the length of that table is it, a soccer field, if there is a called as a soccer, and soccer field, how much it is lengthy, and when we talk about any kind of distance, like how far Mumbai is from Delhi, these kind of the things are there, then the distance is the measure. Now the length can be measured in terms of unit. These length are as measure talk about the specific term that is called the numerical value. When we get the numerical value, then we have to define what kind of the numerical value is it. Then that smallest thing by which we can get the some significance of that numerical value is called a unit. And unit is basically it is comparison of unknown quantity with the that of a known quantity. If there is a known quantity of 5 centimeters, and now keep these 5 centimeters like a scale, and we want to measure a known quantity like the height of the length of your pencil, you will get the how much the your pencil is long, that we can measure with the help of the scale. Scale is a known quantity and your pencil is an unknown length quantity, and with that we can use. It is required to establish a common standard. Also, we have some common stand provide some common standard. Means measurement is not like that ki anybody can measure from using of any kind of the tool, and that whatever the tools we use to measure any kind of the object, it should have some kind of the standard, and that standard should be accepted by all over the world. And that if everybody will accept um, that that things, that is called the convention. And if that convention is accepted by everywhere, then it is will be the acceptable for doing the right purpose. Now there are the traditional ways for the measuring length. What are these traditional ways? That is the one foots or other body part. We initially when we were um, not aware about the different tools which we use generally in today's life. At that time the peoples use their foods and other parts of the body for measuring the things. And since these things are inconsistent because of the various structures, various persons, and because of that it provides the no, it does not provide the uniformity in the measuring the things. That's why that process was not very much accepted by the worldwide. So here we are talking about the unit. Unit is basically the standard used of measurement, and the common way basically used for the unit is CGS system, MKS system, and SI system. When we talk about the CGS system is basically the C for centimeter, G for gram, and S for second. Basically, it is a centimeter, gram, and second system, which is uh, given by an international body. And these international body are accepted these kind of the system only somewhere it is applied CGS system, and another system that is called MKS system. M for meter, K for kilogram, S for second. The MKS system is basically used for measuring the things in MKS unit, we call as a MKS unit. And another unit that is called the SI unit, and these units are essential to for everywhere. And to understand these system provides the proper information about the measurement. Now, what is SI unit? SI unit is a used. It is a we have a also um, used in physics that are used in express the different quantities, and these quantities are classified into two groups. That one group is known as base units, and another group is a derived unit. Base unit is basically the initial measurement by which we can define the matter, but another things which we cannot define by a single things, that is called as a derived unit. Now the base unit is basically fundamental units, and also provide the building block of the system. It provides the building block of, and a whole the systems is dependent on this fundamental units. And other units are derived from SI, means base unit. And the SI unit of mass, when we talk about the measurement of mass, is basically done in kilogram, and kilogram is a SI unit of mass, and this is often confused with grams. Now, the following reasons why the SI unit is important, because SI units gives the precise and different definite standard to any kind of the analysis. SI unit is a system where it is based on 10 basic system made, which makes the conversion easier. uh, this unit is has a 10 points, and by these 10 points the conversion is very easy. And basically SI unit is Latin and Greek prefix are used in SI system. When we made a SI system, there are the two words which we use in prefix, that is called the Latin and Greek prefix, and these refer to the numbers. Without the use of conversion factor, the SI unit can be derived from another. Without means there, if there is a no conversion factor, then SI units are derived from one another. And there are the different things for like unit of length. Unit of length is measured in meter. Unit of mass. Unit of mass is measured in kilogram. Unit of second measured in a second. These things is not necessary to understand. The derived units are unlimited. These when we talk about the derived units are unlimited, means there are the number of derived units which are gets. These derived units are gets on the different operation on the base unit. When we apply the different kind of the operation on the base unit, then the derived units are created. And these derived units are basically might also be expressed with the combination of base and derived. There are the some uh, another things which we have to understand. One is a base unit, another is a derived unit. But sometimes what happened, there is another units which can be made by base unit as well as derived unit. When we combined these base unit and derived unit, then we get another kind of the unit, and that unit is also acceptable. And these three, as I already told, that length, mass, time, these are already given you. And how it was measured in SI unit, that is meter, and how it is represented. uh, Symbol of these kind of the units are given here. Now, when we talk about the standard unit are that kind of the unit, measurement of an object which is accepted by all over the world scientists. These things are accepted by all over the world scientists. The SI unit is basically international system of unit. Sometimes there is a question, what is the full form of SI unit? And at that time your answer will be the International System of Unit, that is called SI unit, and was set up a convention for the measurement worldwide. These unit basically kind of the unit which provide the worldwide convention of the measurement convention for the measurement of any kind of the particles or an object. And the SI unit of length, a meter is SI unit of length, and it has 100 equal divisions called as a centimeters. These small divisions is a centimeters. And the to measure large distance, when we talk about the small distance, then we use generally meter centimeters, but whenever we use a large distance, then kilometer are used, and 1 kilometer is equal to basically 100 meters. Now SI unit, standard unit, base unit, derived unit, what is measurement, what is unit. We have talked about all those things within this class. Further, we will discuss about the how the correct measurements are done, what are the different method, conventional method to measuring the things, and also we will talk about the motion in the next class. And I hope that you will doing the things and by which you makes the making a proper and good handwriting notes. So this much is today's session. Thank you for today's session. We will meet tomorrow with the next topic.